Right. Clap. 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 Crackle Pop like he did last week.
Oh, yes. Snap Crackle Pop. Not sponsored by Kellogg's, though.
Unsponsored by Kellogg's.
Although, if you want.
Hit us up. I ate a Rice Krispie treat every day at work. Welcome back to the Weekly Reset. My name is Jake. Nope, I don't like that intro. It's always going to be a really, really good intro blooper reel because I'm terrible at them. All right, folk. You ever seen High School Musical?
Very long time ago.
Okay. Hey, straight faced.
The Weekly Reset.
Welcome back to the Weekly Reset. My name is Mr. Fox, joined once again by Rock Lobster. We've got a super fun episode this week. I'm really looking forward to the last topic / game that we're gonna be playing with each other. I think that's gonna be a lot of fun. Quick recap of last week. We were having slight audio issues, not major, but did have some slight audio issues with the audio last week where his mic was not being captured as well. So this week, to kind of until we get a new microphone for him, he's going to try to hold the mic, and hopefully
we are improvising.
Hopefully that changes and fixes it ideally.
Yeah.
But we'll see. You know, this is the first week. We also have all 3 cameras actually running this week.
Huzzah!
So before this is edited, this is live right now. At the time of recording, hopefully everything goes smoothly, but cameras might die on us.
Fingers crossed, but
fingers crossed everything's going to go smoothly. All right, so quick rundown on the topics this week that we're going to be talking about. Up first, we're going to have a quick Comic-Con recap. I know it's not really gaming related, but it is kind of a big season.
It's nerd related.
It's nerd related. It's a big season.
Let's be real. If you're listening to a podcast about games, you're a fucking nerd.
Yeah. Comic-Con's going to be discussed. In kind of relation to that, we're going to be talking about God of War Laufey. That got some news at Comic-Con as well, and some other information as well as that. And then this is the topic that we were supposed to have done last week that we pushed for the FromSoft discussion.
Yeah.
The Are the Console Wars back? That's going to be a fun one. And then a little game at the very end that we're going to be doing is going to be a new segment, kind of a reoccurring segment each week that we're going to have is going to be a segment called Hot Takes. This week our hot takes are going to be overrated games. We kind of discussed a little bit about it last episode, and this week we're gonna be starting that. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to do that. So up first, the Comic-Con recap. So if you didn't catch the news, Marvel, and more than just Marvel, had panels, but Marvel's is obviously the biggest one. But I do kind of want to really briefly cover, the other ones. Amazon's panel was pretty decent. We got the first look at the Blade Runner show.
Oh yeah,
The Blade Runner show got its first look. Rings of Power Season 3, that got its first trailer, and it looks great. I know you don't really like Rings of Power.
Fuck no.
But I do like it. I have my issues with the show. I do not like some of the changes or things that they do. Like, I don't think Gandalf should be in the show at all.
Fuck no.
But have you seen the Season 3 trailer?
No, I can't say. I really don't care about it that
much. It's sick. It's fucking cool.
I know.
We got the introduction of the Nazgul kind of before the Nazgul.
What do you mean the introduction of the Nazgul? You mean the people who wore the rings?
So the rings,
like the kings of
before they've been corrupted as fully Nazgul, they're called the Naznagul in this, or the ring servants. So they're decked out in like all black armor, the robes and stuff like that.
Oh, so
they are the kings of men still.
So before, sorry, I'm twisting my words. But basically, before they became like weird spirit.
Yeah. It's them them as their like wraith kind of looks, but with actual like armor and stuff. Physical form, have fully been transformed into wraiths yet.
Okay,
right.
That makes more sense.
And they actually look really fucking cool. I actually do have some screenshots here on my phone.
Some good old icky torals.
So that's like one of them.
Okay.
That's one of them. So they look really fucking cool. So also like I grabbed a couple from like Twitter or something like that. Hold on. That where they're like actually like live. This was like the live panel for them.
Oh yeah, I did see that they actually pulled them out on stage.
So they look fucking cool. Sauron actually is going to be forming the ring in this season, which is fucking cool. Simon Pegg.
So he was playing the.
He's going to be the voice of the Balrog.
I did see that too,
which is also interesting. Since we've never heard the Balrog speak, but in all seriousness and realism, like they are both Maiar, right? So
that doesn't break anything.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's
mad about
not
that.
a big deal. Like maybe like
if anyone is mad about that, read the fucking Silmarillion.
If it was like someone like Durin speaking to the Balrog, that'd be a different story.
Well, yeah, that would be.
And then it's just like, oh, and like they're having a conversation, but it is specifically like the Balrog, his dialogue is strictly with Sauron.
Yeah, which that makes complete sense.
Which is
because, gross oversimplification of Lord of the Rings lore. Basically, Maiar are just angels. It's like the best way to describe it.
Yeah, basically.
So it would make sense that only the language
they can
of the the only angels would be able to understand each other.
Yeah, that
makes complete sense.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Again, I like the show for what it is. I don't like the changes but again, you do kind of have to like give them a little bit of leniency. They don't have the full rights to the whole Tolkien estate.
Well, and that one. See, and that's where my issue comes in the first place, is because, like, damn, dude, if you couldn't even attain the full rights, like, why even try?
I mean, I think they got majority of the rights. They just think of the rights like the Silmarillion and stuff like that, which is important.
That's a huge, like, part. That's a lot of the Dorian lore, Rohirrim lore.
Yeah, but they're able to still adapt to the Númenórean storyline, which is, I think, when you're doing a tale set before Lord of the Rings, and it's going to be telling like the whole that during that Second Age era. I think Númenor is probably the more important than Gondor and Rohan and stuff like that, and learning and like pre Gondor, pre Rohan. Like I think
during
that's
that
more important.
100%. I was from the get go. I mean, obviously, I didn't have an online voice until now.
Yeah,
but like I've said this from the get go, from season 1. I don't, like, you should have just made a new character from the get-go. You didn't have to use Galadriel and, like, all these names.
Well, Galadriel makes sense, though. Galadriel and Elrond do make sense.
It does.
You know, I do, like, that's not my big issue, is, like, as much as I do like the characters of like, Nori and Poppy, and I'm not a huge fan of the rest of the Harfoots, and I don't really care about the Harfoot storyline at all, and I really don't like that. I feel like they had a really big missed opportunity with the Stranger / Gandalf now.
Like a grand elf.
Oh. He could have been, and he is officially Gandalf by the end of season 2. I don't know if you've watched season 2 or not.
I couldn't finish it.
So he officially goes by the name of Gandalf at the end of season 2, where I'm just like, dude, missed opportunity. Why not make him go, like, especially because, like, that's where they break the lore for me.
Well, yeah, because
he never goes east. At least he states in the movies he never goes east. He states that in the books as well, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he never goes.
He's never technically speaking in actual like lore, in Tolkien lore. He's never been to Rhûn or the east of Middle Earth, right? And his entire storyline in season 2, it all takes place in Rhûn.
Yeah.
So it's just like, what is he even doing there?
Yeah.
Why is that? Like, missed opportunity to be a blue wizard, because the blue wizards are famously known for going east and being like, they're the only
wizards to go east.
And the only ones we don't know anything about.
Yes,
like,
because
okay,
they went east.
If you're gonna give us a wizard and introduce him as a stranger, and like you want to make a wizard a character for your show set before the Lord of the Rings, I'm totally okay with that. Make him a blue wizard. Then you don't have to break all this canon with Gandalf.
Well, then we don't have to do the fucking MCU trope of fucking making cameos and this, that, and the third. Because, like, let's be real, You could have made up some random blue elf or blue wizard.
Yeah, and apparently, like now,
Like-
the dark wizard that was in season 2 for like 3 episodes, if that, like the 2 scenes in an episode, and who very much looks like Saruman. Which also, like, why is Gandalf there and Saruman's not there, right? Like, because he's not, that character is also not Saruman. He's reported for season 3 to be known as one of the Blue Wizards. So it's like, why make him a Blue Wizard, but not the stranger?
For people,
Why is Gandalf there
for people-
before Saruman? Because Saruman should be there before Gandalf.
Yeah, for people who don't know, in the books and in the, I guess in the greater lore, it's Saruman of many colors, if I remember correctly. He's not just one color. He's supposed to be like the leader.
The whole the
Yeah,
white
so-
is like
yeah.
the leader of them all. Once you've gotten to that you know,
But
kind of like hierarchy of being a wizard.
It's not until Saruman gets corrupted by the will of the ring and Mordor and
Which is why, like, why Gandalf
Which
is
is
reborn
where-
as Gandalf the White. He is the
because
new
he's basically
Saruman.
chosen as and that's
He's literally
that's
technically speaking,
literally right on the
Technically
nose because he
speaking, he
gets
is-
reborn as, hey, you're just Saruman 2.0.
Yeah, you like he's actually his actual name's not Gandalf.
But
It is
Gandalf
supposed to be.
It's such a boss that he remembers his past lives when he's not supposed to.
Yeah, because Gandalf's awesome. He's like,
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
Gandalf the White. He's like, but he technically speaking is Saruman. He's supposed to be known as Saruman. Like, so that's fucking. But again, we're getting into the Lord of the Rings now and how great those are. The Rings of Power does have really, really good moments in it. Like, I love Durin and his
the effects.
the relationship between Durin and
Yeah.
Elrond. I'm like, those are some of my favorite
The-
scenes.
I would say some of the acting, a lot of the effects work. I like the sets. I like the armor. I like the design. You know what I mean? Like, I'll never disrespect any of that stuff. But the one aspect I can always criticize is the writing.
The writing is it's not always terrible.
Season 1 was so bad to stomach through.
It's not always terrible in my opinion. I because I kind of look at it as like, I'm a huge fan of Lord of the Rings, so I'm just getting more Lord of the Rings, whether or not like I agree with the decisions that they're making with the writing.
Yeah.
Like, I really like I will flat out say I hated everything that they did with the stranger's character in season 2 and just made him Gandalf. I thought that was such a shoe in and a force. Like, this is the easy route versus being
Everything's got to tie into the trilogy.
and it's just like we didn't need that.
Even the
with
Hobbit.
the Harfoots being the early version of the Hobbits and their storyline in season 2 is hinted at, that their whole point of walking the earth is to find the Shire.
Real
It's just
fast.
like, oh my god, why?
Harfoots were made up for the show.
No, they're in the books very briefly.
Yeah.
Very, very briefly.
Were they?
Yeah. It's there maybe a couple of pages in Silmarillion or something like that.
Because I thought
They're
it was,
mentioned.
I
It's
thought it
never
was brought up as a family name, not like a proto Hobbit.
No, they're like proto hobbits, but they're mentioned so briefly that it's like, why did you choose Harfoots out of anything else to be the proto hobbit?
Well, fuck, color me surprised.
Yeah, there's like next to nothing known about them.
Okay, well then, actually, yeah, my point still stands then. If they can make up all this stuff about, the proto hobbits and stuff like that, you're telling me they couldn't make up a fucking blue wizard?
Yeah. Also, like, this season's introducing Celeborn as well.
The dude who actually helped Sauron.
No, Galadriel's wife. Or husband. Not wife. Galadriel's husband is Celeborn. Celebrimbor is the one that helped.
Celebrimbor, yeah, you're right.
He was a main focus in season 2. And his
names.
Celebrimbor was fantastic. That whole storyline in season. I loved season 2.
Right?
Yeah, but he was kind of different in the games. I really loved season 2. Like, the whole Celebrimbor Sauron thing. Every scene with them was fantastic. And just like I loved in the first season, Doran, anything to do with Doran and Elrond was great. Where it started to bore me, and I'm like, okay, just get back to, like, I want to see more Numenor. I want to see more.
Yeah.
I want to see more of what's happening in Eregion. I want to see more of what's happening in fucking Khazad-dûm. And it's just like, I don't care about the Harfoots at all. And anytime that I'm like, I don't care about Gandalf because this is not Gandalf. Like, in my mind, I'm like, it's not Gandalf. The only thing I cared about was Tom Bombadil, who was in it for like maybe 3 scenes.
Can I give a real fast Lord of the Rings hot
But
take?
I still love the show, and I'm still super excited for season 3.
Yeah, I feel like such a pessimist sometimes because like there's so many people who are like, no, the show's great, and I'm just sitting here like, man, I did not like it at all.
Which
Not
is,
one
I
bit.
understand why people don't like it. I don't think it's as bad as everyone says
The
it
writing
is.
aspect of it, mind you.
But I don't think it's as bad as everyone says it is. Like, I don't think it deserves the criticism that it gets.
There's aspects that are definitely good about it, but if you're dumping like $300 million per episode or some bullshit like
That's for
that,
the visuals, not for the writings, for the visuals.
no, I know, but like even still though,
Yeah, but that
Well,
budget
so-
is purely for the visuals.
well, no, some of that does go to writing and stuff like that.
I know, but like I'm saying, like the justification of that budget
yeah.
is for like this is going to be the most beautiful looking show on television, and it probably, realistically speaking, is. It looks fantastic.
Game of Thrones looks better.
I disagree, man. Some of the visuals in Rings of Power, I think the CGI is pretty spotty in Game of Thrones.
In the later seasons, yeah.
I don't know.
Well, because the earlier seasons
Game of Thrones
really,
is so bland to me.
well, earlier seasons don't have a lot of CGI. It's all practical. That's why it looks so great.
All of Rings of Power is mostly practical as well.
Oh yeah, until
Outside of the Balrog and the one fucking giant troll, everything else is practical.
is it?
All the orcs are practical in Rings of Power.
I don't know.
Every single one of them.
It just looks so fake to me. Like I don't know how to describe it.
every single orc is practical.
Well, because I think it's just a lot of it just looks too clean. We're gonna have to cut a lot of this out, huh?
No, this is fine because this is technically speaking on the Comic-Con talk because it's whatever. But we can move on from this if you want to.
I'll have to give it a rewatch because, like I said, I just feel
Skip
like
season 1. Just go right to season 2 because season 2 is better, way better.
I'll give it another shot because it's right here. You don't believe me? Lord, oh my god, I'm terrible at this.
It's in a weird spot,
There's a
use this camera here. Are you trying to use that camera?
Yeah,
There you go.
I'll just do this. You can zoom in on your phone or device or whatever, but man, now I'm having a brain fart.
Yeah, we'll just move on.
This is Sword of the King, though. I love Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
What is it? Andrew or Narsil?
Narsil.
Okay.
Thank you, because it's the Sword Reforged, and that's the one that I want.
No, that's Andrew then. If it's the sword reforged, yeah.
I always meant.
If it's the one reforged, it's Andruil. I think you're talking loud enough to where it matters, but Narsil's the original.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, then never mind. It's Andrew because I like the.
Yeah, I'm a nerd for the Lord of the Rings swords. I could tell you all the names of them. So
I love all of them too. I just always mix them up because it's literally
the same thing. Yeah,
it's Doril at the end. So it's like
yeah. So Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power got its kind of first look at the season, which again I think it looks pretty good. Looks pretty cool. There's a really cool shot they showed after Comic-Con. They did like a kind of behind the scenes video of fucking the Balrog throwing down his fucking whip or sword or whatever at Sauron, and Sauron just blocks it with his fucking crown, and it's really cool.
I've seen that.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, this is gonna be a fucking banging season. But so
we will have to see. Stay tuned.
Outside of that, obviously, what else? What other panels were there? So that was Amazon's panel.
I know, man.
I can't really remember anything other than like anything big other than Marvel, so we can just move on to Marvel if you want to.
Yeah, which
So we'll talk announcements first. So basically, Marvel's panel for Comic-Con this year, where they showed a new trailer for Doomsday.
Yes, which
is apparently really good.
Yeah,
which shows more of their relationship between Reed and Doom. And
it did leak.
I didn't see it. I don't know. See, it's really hard.
All I know is that it did leak.
It's
so
really
just
hard.
Keep your eyes peeled if you don't want to see
Here's the thing: it's really hard to trust the leaks because the AI. So it's just like I've seen some of the leaks, and I'm like, this looks bad.
Yeah,
it's so obviously AI. So I don't necessarily trust leaks when I see them anymore, unless it's like crystal. Like I saw the leaked Spider-Man trailer before it came out. And then I saw the actual trailer, and I was like, okay, so that leak was real.
Yeah.
So, and I also saw the leaked Mandalorian and Grogu trailer back like a year and a half ago.
Oh my god, I forgot Star Wars was even a thing.
And I was like, that looks fucking cool. Apparently that movie sucks, but
I'm assuming it does because Star Wars in general is just terrible now.
Moving on.
Anyway, back to Marvel.
Moving on. Doomsday got a new trailer.
Yes.
Spider-Man was shown off a little bit, I believe, as well.
It got a new extended look, I believe.
I think they showed like a clip or something.
I think it was an extended clip of the Hulk and
that whole scene, that whole sequence.
Spider and
that sequence.
Spider Punisher Man.
Spider-Man.
My
Punisher,
words are just getting twisted up today. Happy podcast.
Yeah, so that Spider-Man got its first look, and then came the big announcements. I think everyone, in terms of big announcements, was expecting some sort of Secret Wars news, some sort of X-Men news.
I was definitely expecting some X-Men news.
I was expecting some X-Men news, and maybe even some like Doctor Strange or Shang-Chi. Characters that we haven't, like Doctor Strange probably should have had a sequel or a third movie at this point. Shang-Chi should have had a sequel before Doomsday.
Real fast on the topic of Marvel, I felt like Doctor Strange should have had a movie in between
Multiverse of Madness and Doomsday. I also think Shang-Chi should have too.
No. I mean like in between Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness. Like I feel like Multiverse of Madness is Doctor Strange 3.
Yeah, because so much fucking time passes in between.
Because also he talks so much about like all this stuff that happened off screen. I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like, Spider-Man just happened. What do you mean?
It's kind of a crazy shift going from Doctor Strange 2016 and then seeing him in No Way Home and only having like really one solo movie before No Way Home or after. That's after No Way Home, isn't it? I think so. Well, yeah, it is. Because No Way Home was 2021. Doctor Strange was 2022. So yeah, even then,
Strange is just hanging out with a hot blonde woman in the dark dimension ever since.
What is he? He's only in Infinity War and Endgame briefly. After that,
Ragnarok.
Again, briefly,
yeah.
So even that's a good example. Going from Doctor Strange to Ragnarok, he's so much more advanced with what he can do in Ragnarok that you feel like, how did he get so good?
How did he get so good in between Ragnarok and Infinity War, bro? He went toe to toe with Thanos, who had like 5 out of 6 fucking stones, brother. What? No,
I don't. Yeah, I do agree with you. Does feel like there's something missing. Definitely does feel like there's something missing. But I was expecting some sort of X-Men news to drop, though.
That's like Kid Goku going all the way to fucking Frieza.
True. Or going to like Perfect Cell right away.
Literally, like just fucking.
Yeah. But I was expecting some sort of X-Men news.
Yeah,
since that seems to be like the shift that they're going, right?
But I think they're saving X-Men for Doomsday, because we see the teasers of Cyclops.
But if they want to do
Gambit, I wasn't expecting that, to be honest.
I wasn't expecting him to come back in Doomsday, no. But
no, I wasn't. I was honestly expecting him to come back like way later.
I thought he'd have his own solo movie or maybe appear in like the next Deadpool movie or something.
Yeah,
that's what I was kind of expecting. But hey, I'll take him in Doomsday because he's awesome. But I think the reason, I don't know, maybe they want to wait till after Secret Wars to talk more about X-Men, and maybe what they want to do before they talk more about it is they want to actually be able to announce the cast for it. Maybe
as much as I think Kevin Feige is saying that Secret Wars isn't like
it's a reboot.
It's a soft reboot. It's
100%. Yeah, it's definitely a reboot.
Where they're gonna remake the universe where it's like, like all the histories and stuff still happen.
Everything emerged into one universe.
Yeah, but now there's mutants.
But I don't know. I don't know if all the history is going to happen. That's the thing. Because if you're going to do Magneto, right? Like right now, if all the histories happen.
Well, what I mean, like all the histories are the same, is like they're still going to do like
all of that happened at one point, but this is just a reset and there's new characters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or what I mean is like the history is going to be the same. So it's like, yeah, Magneto is still going to fucking be, a Holocaust survivor who we get,
I hope so, because right now, if you were to introduce Magneto into the MCU
if they do Ultimate Magneto, I'd kill somebody, bro. Like
if they were to introduce Magneto right now into the MCU and made him a Holocaust survivor with like at the current point in time, like the year that it is in the MCU, it's like 2030 or something like that. That would make Magneto like over 100 years old.
They'd have to. Well, so honestly, what I feel like is for all
close to 100 years old. It's ridiculous.
Well, honestly, what I feel like what they could do for all the mutants that are like around the 1960s, like that like era where it's
born in the 1940s.
Well, not
Holocaust, right? No, not even born in the 1940s. He was before then, yeah, because he was like probably early 1930s then, I guess.
I think it was 1927. I don't know why that date just came to my head randomly.
I don't know, yeah, but he was definitely alive in obviously a victim of the Holocaust. He was probably in like 10 or 11 at that point.
What I think they're going to do is, because a lot of mutants have the slow aging part of their gene.
Not that slow.
But Wolverine and Mystique.
Yeah, but Wolverine's a different story because
Mystique was born in the 1910s, and she's still young.
But Wolverine and Sabretooth specifically are two specifically different and special cases. Same thing for Deadpool too. Why they don't age is because of their regeneration, right? And maybe you could make the same argument for Mystique with her specific power set. Maybe that's why she doesn't age, but not somebody like Magneto. Absolutely not.
Well, he controls like every single fucking electromagnet wave under the sun.
That doesn't stop his aging, though.
There's some science bullshit they could pull, bro.
No.
Bro, we're talking about the same universe where some dude gets blasted by cosmic radiation and becomes a stretchy man.
Let's talk about what they did announce.
Yeah, the one I'm probably most excited for, because, I mean, he wasn't a personal fan casting for me, but I know a lot of people
Ghost Rider?
Oh, yeah. And I'm just happy to see Ghost Rider on the bit. He's always been one of my favorite heroes.
So if you didn't...
The mystic side, like the hell side, like those have always been my favorite aspects of Marvel, and the fact that like we're getting the new Ghost Rider finally.
Cool. If you didn't see, Ghost Rider got announced.
That sucks for Blade.
Is Ghost Rider... It's a movie, right? Yeah, so Ghost Rider is getting his own movie announced to be in 2028, I believe.
Yes, not too far off, actually.
Didn't give a specific release date for it. I just really hope that it doesn't run into the same issue as Blade, since it's doesn't have an actual release date, and Blade was like, it's coming in this year, and then it's just been indefinitely delayed.
Yeah.
So who knows what's going on with it? If it's even happening anymore. I don't think it is, but Ghost Rider is cool. Ryan Gosling playing him is also good.
Yes,
I think it's going to be good.
Makes me very happy because, side note, if you haven't watched Project Hail Mary, you can watch it. It's such a great movie.
But the other thing that got announced was Black Panther 3.
Yes, this one surprised me, actually, because I didn't think they were...
It didn't surprise me that they announced Black Panther 3. It kind of surprised me that they went in the direction of recasting T'Challa.
Yeah, that's more what I was going to say.
Or being T'Challa's son, which is kind of the direction that I thought they would go to at some point, but not early.
The leaked script for 2 before his unfortunate passing is that it was going to be based around like some Wakandan ritual called like the Days of 8 or something like that. And he was going to take his 8-year-old son out on an 8-day trip where the son could ask the father any questions. And they were going to get assaulted by, I forgot what faction from the comics, but I think AIM or something like that.
AIM's still around in MCU?
Is it? I don't
think so.
Where was AIM?
It was Iron Man 3.
Oh my God. No, I thought that was the 10...
No.
The 10 rings.
Yeah, the 10 rings, but it was actually AIM behind the 10 rings.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was Aldrich Killian.
Well,
was Guy Pearce's character. It was Aldrich Killian.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna do a MC rewatch for Tuesday, so I'll be fresh up on all the facts.
Yeah, advanced idea mechanics for AIM, and showing him Pepper his big brain.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Okay. But anyway, it was gonna be like some weird faction that like attacks him, and eventually that movie was gonna end with the son taking over as Black Panther, because they were gonna do a time skip at the end apparently.
Okay.
But unfortunately, with his passing,
it's just weird. It seems like it's gonna be a really fast time skip for Black Panther 3, since the last time we saw his son, he was like maybe 6 or 7.
Do we know when the movie's coming out?
2028 as well, I believe.
When does Secret Wars come out?
2027.
So wait, Black Panther.
It's post Secret Wars. So it's probably going to have something to do with the reset.
Doom really gonna be making Battle World, ain't he?
Yo, 100%.
Oh damn! I'm actually.
Did you see the leaked concept art for Doomsday?
I did.
Yeah, and T'Challa's there. A different T'Challa.
Huh.
I just feel bad for Shuri. They gave Shuri one movie in Doomsday, and then they're like, recast.
Well, to be fair, honestly, there is one direction they could go because Bucky hasn't taken up the mantle of White Wolf.
Yeah, but I don't think
it would be. I mean, it would be
my honest opinion.
Weird.
I don't think he's making it out of Doomsday or Secret Wars. I think there's gonna be. I hope that they actually legitimately kill characters off in the next couple movies. That's not just the X-Men, and it's not just characters that like we don't care about, like somebody like John Walker. As much as I like him in Thunderbolts, probably not making it out of Doomsday.
No.
Ghost ain't making it out of Doomsday probably. And if they do,
shit, Taskmaster didn't even make it out of Thunderbolts.
Yeah. And if they do, then I think they run the risk of, well, I think if they don't and they die, they have to be permanently dead, not the Infinity War situation where it's like, oh, all the characters died, but they're just able to be brought back and snapped back. I think that is kind of a cop-out when it comes to the next version of this. Yeah. I think if you're going to kill characters in Doomsday, they got to be dead and they can't come back, and then Battle World happens, and then if they do whatever end up coming back in some way, shape, or form, it's got to be recast
because it has to be
a new world, new universe.
And also too, like, as much as we love these characters, are we really, really, really gonna expect Chris Hemsworth to do this for the rest of his life?
No, like, I think them bringing back Chris Evans is already kind of a cop out to me.
To be honest, I think
RDJ is a cop out too. Like for me personally, I'm like, it's got to make.
They realized that it was a sinking ship, so they were just like, okay,
like I don't want him
break the glass.
But here's my issue: is if RDJ, if he is literally just, if Doom is just a variant of Tony Stark, or if Tony Stark is just a variant of Doom, I'm gonna be really, really mad.
I'm gonna be like cry, like upset cry, like not cry.
I'm
like
hoping
I'm happy cry.
They keep saying that they've got a really good explanation as to why he's playing him, but I've also a strong feeling that they could just phone it in and be like, nah.
the only way I can see it working in my mind is that yes, he is a Tony Stark variant. He is the variant called Victor Von Doom. And that's the only way I can see it working.
There's been some theories that I've seen online that make a little bit of sense, where Tony Stark in our universe is actually not Tony Stark, but he's a variant of Victor Von Doom that was adopted when he was younger, and like Howard Stark and his mother
please don't
aren't his real parents, and that the Tony Stark in our universe is actually a Victor Von Doom variant, but was raised as Tony Stark and never knew that he was a variant. I never knew that he was a Doom.
I hope they don't do that. I really hope.
I would almost rather that over he's just a Stark variant named Victor Von Doom.
I'd rather it just because it's plain, simple, clean, whatever.
But what about all the other Dooms in the universe?
Because when they reset the universe, now it's just there's now a Tony Stark, there's a Victor Von Doom.
This is why this fucking saga has been a disaster.
Yeah, it's terrible
the entire time. It's
because they still have yet to answer what the fuck is the difference between a fucking different universe and an alternate timeline. What the fuck?
I don't. Yeah. Like, I think maybe that's
which is which.
I think
when you prune a timeline, are you blowing up a universe? Like, is the Great Beyonder gonna allow that?
That's a good question. No. That's actually a really good point. I never thought about that. It's just like, because they go back and forth. It's just like universe and timeline all the time.
Well, exactly. It's like, what? And then there's variants. Okay, is it a variant from a timeline where Loki said yes here and said no in this one, or is it a Loki from a different fucking universe?
Way too confusing.
Which one is it? There's 15 million different fucking options.
But to kind of get back on track with the Black Panther thing, I personally, I couldn't really care about Black Panther 3 at this point.
I mean,
I wasn't like I'll go see it.
I enjoyed the first one. It wasn't my favorite movie. I
think it's a ridiculously overrated movie.
I think it's overrated because it's not the best Marvel movie, but I don't think it's particularly terrible.
It's not anything groundbreaking like people make it out to be.
I mean, I think it's generally on the good scale though of
it's good, but I think a lot of the reason why it's like praised so highly is because it is a very culturally aware film.
Oh,
right,
100%.
And it is, and that is good.
Those movies are always going to hit harder.
It is good, but I think as a Marvel movie, I'm like, even as a cultural movie, I think there's better cultural movies that represent it better. But maybe I don't know.
I mean,
but
yeah,
it's a it's getting hard with that because like Wakanda's not a real place. So how do you actually kind of compare that to real culture? But in terms of the Marvel movies, I think it's pretty weak in terms of action set pieces. I think it's villains. I think Killmonger is a very overrated villain as well.
Yeah, just
I don't think we see him enough for me to care.
I think the whole plot of it is just really overcomplicated. Where it's just like, I was the brother of the king, but I left Wakanda to go father a kid in the States without having to know a royal bloodline. But then my brother came back and
I'm going to be honest here, like
murdered me for some reason.
I cared more about Claw as a villain than I did Killmonger.
Yeah,
and I was disappointed
that's Black Panther's main villain,
and they killed him off. Claw. And they killed him off in the first 30 minutes of the movie, and I was like, well, what now? All right, so we got a little sidetracked. Basically, Marvel had some pretty cool announcements.
Pretty good announcements. Pretty cool.
Ghost Rider is cool. Black Panther, in my opinion, it's Black Panther.
I mean, I enjoy that they're finally moving on from like, because like if there's one thing I do think that they should have just recasted Chadwick, but like they should have just recasted him from the get go. I know it's kind of heartless to say, but like
that or just don't have Black Panther anymore.
Yeah,
it's one or the other. You know, it's like. Don't have Black Panther anymore.
I mean, it sucks, but like you could also just have him actually pass in the main MCU, and then if you guys were going to reboot the universe anyway,
that's when you can reintroduce
exactly.
Him, yeah.
And then we can hopefully finally have my favorite comic book couple, Storm and Black Panther. Oh, I love it, dude. They're so humble, but they're so.
You need to get the X-Men before to be able to do that, though.
I know, and the fact that Storm isn't in Doomsday apparently makes me very upset. This is my favorite X-Men, or mutant, I should say.
Is your favorite mutant? Really?
Oh, yeah. Dude, Storm's a badass, bro.
Storm's cool.
Because it's not just manipulate the weather, dude. She manipulates the fucking ozone itself. Have you watched JoJo's?
Yeah.
You know how crazy that power is. Manipulating the ozone.
Weather,
with heavy weather. Yeah,
you talking about?
Yeah, you know how dangerous manipulating the fucking ozone is, bro.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, my favorite. I've got two favorite mutants.
Oh, mine. Another one of mine is Psylocke.
Psylocke's also cool. Psylocke's sick. I'm a basic bitch though. I really like Wolverine.
Nothing wrong with that. Wolverine's fucking
awesome.
badass.
And I am a very, very big advocate for Cyclops.
Let's go.
Cyclops, I think, is one of the most underrated X-Men and one of the coolest.
I just said
he's represented terribly in the films.
Oh, in the films, he's represented terribly. Thank God 97 came out, though.
I know, he's so good, but he's barely been in this season.
Don't give me
barely been in this season.
All I can say is, for all my comic book fucking nerds out there, Cyclops was right.
About what?
Bruh. It's this whole thing where
we'll get into it later. Yeah, we'll get into it later after we film.
Right.
Okay. All right, we'll move on. So another thing that was actually announced at Comic-Con, I think it was part of the Sony panel. It must have been part of Sony's panel.
I had to, or was it Santa Monica? Did Santa Monica have their own panel?
I don't think they had their own panel. I think it must have been part of the Sony panel.
One of them.
God of War Laufey got a release date.
Yes, I did see the clip of that, although I did not remember the release date.
February 18th, I believe.
Terrible journalist.
It's February 18th or February 16th, one of those two. I don't remember exactly which one it is, but it's sometime in February of 2027.
I got to play the first two before I even think about getting Laufey. So.
And then alongside with that, they did actually announce... They didn't give us any more information other than the fact that it's coming, but there is a new God of War.
It's with Kratos.
Kratos, coming as well. which is also cool. I think God of War Laufey, I don't know why the game's getting so much criticism and hate.
The only thing I can criticize is, man, I really wish you didn't have to mocap the fucking cube. So that seems a little money wasting.
I don't care.
You could have just hand animated a fucking cube.
I don't care.
But,
the game looks fucking cool, man.
Oh yeah, but that's the only fucking criticism I can actually.
But I don't get why there's always so much criticism for games. Like, if it doesn't look cool and doesn't look fun, I get it. But like, when the game looks super fucking cool and bad, like, who cares what the protagonist looks like? You're looking at the fucking backside of her head 90% of the game anyway.
Literally. Also, too, people seem to forget that they 3D scan a fucking person in there, and then they have to fucking do something to them to make them fucking look aged or battle worn or look like they've
it's just like
jumped across
it's similar to the Assassin's Creed conversation we had last week, where it's just like, who cares, man?
Literally,
just play the game, have fun. Who gives a fuck?
If you don't like it, just come out and say you don't like it.
Who cares about what they look like, though? I don't get it. Like,
you don't have to.
And it's only for female. You ever notice it's only for female characters that the internet goes up in an uproar? Oh, they're so ugly. Bro, who fucking cares? Again, you're looking at the backside of their head for 90% of the game. Well, sometimes they're first-person games and you don't see anything but their fucking hands.
Well, and the ones that really... There's the one that really bothered me was for Spider-Man 2, because didn't the girl who mocapped Mary Jane Watson get into a car accident and basically had to get half of her face reconstructed?
I don't know. That's interesting if that is.
I'm pretty sure that
I think the discussion for Spider-Man should be that the fact that they fucking changed the way that Peter looked to be more in line with Tom Holland.
If we're talking about woke injustice,
I think that's a better conversation. Why did they change how Peter looked?
So good in the PS, like the OG,
in the original, in the base version
character. They made him this weird Tom.
They made him try. They tried too much to make him look like Tom Holland. And like, why? Wrong. Why did you do that? He looked fine.
It goes into the uncanny valley. I think that's the problem. He goes into the uncanny valley.
He looked fine.
Yeah,
I don't understand.
Because it felt like his own fucking person.
And yeah, that's one that I will be a part of the uproar for, because it was unnecessary.
Dude, that
totally unnecessary.
Like, that is some woke injustice right there.
It really is. It's just like, why did that have to happen? And it's not even like it looks better. You just made him look completely different.
Just give me a choice at least. Like, if you're gonna do that, like, just put a black censor bar over it.
Don't get it. Yeah, I don't understand, man. Yeah, I think God of War Laufey looks good. I think it looks fun. I think the new God of War.
I think the combat of those games are great. I think they play.
My issue with God of War is like they're good games and they're fun games, but the problem that I run into is I don't really care about playing them until like 3 or 4 years later after they've released, and then I'll go and play through them.
Notice that too, because I still haven't played the God of War 2018 or Ragnarok.
I'm not even kidding you. Like maybe 2-3 months ago, I just beat Ragnarok. And for some reason, I had like maybe 5 hours put into it. For some reason, I was like, I'm going to do everything in this game. And sat down and I ended with 65 hours. And I don't know what happened. I just was like, I'm going to play God of War.
It finally happened with me in Red Dead Redemption 2. Which...
Game's so fucking long. It's also, in my opinion, I think, okay.
Oh, God, it is incredibly long. But I do like the story a lot.
I got the bad ending, so I hated it.
Ooh, I was a goody two shoot.
Yeah, I got the ending where Micah gets away.
I got tuberculosis.
I also got tuberculosis.
Well, you always get tuberculosis.
Yeah, I got tuberculosis as well. But
Arthur can fight anything except tuberculosis.
Arthur died to tuberculosis, and Micah. Oh no, I think Micah killed Arthur, and then Micah got away.
No, well, that happened. Well,
no, that's one of the endings. One of the endings is Micah just gets away, and you have to hunt him down as John in the prologue.
No, that's the ending no matter what.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
don't tell me that. I hate that. Okay, the ending sucks then.
Well, but if you're a good boy for the ending, you get the really sentimental scene where instead of I think Micah just ends up killing you right there and then, right? If for the bad ending,
I think so.
he ends up, instead of killing you right there and then, he Dutch comes in.
I wanted the satisfaction of shooting Mike in the face, but I didn't get that.
Yeah. Dutch comes in and he's basically like, and Micah's like, come on, Dutch, come on.
If I've ever hated a character more in a game, is I don't think I've ever hated a character more than I've hated Micah.
As much as I give shit for Rockstar, they really made a beautiful bastard in Micah.
They made one of the most unlikable people.
The most hateable. Like, I wanted to jump through the TV screen and shoot
Micah.
him.
He's horrible, man. Fuck that guy.
And Dutch just like, we gotta go back and get him so we can harvest mangoes on Tahiti.
Dutch. All right, so we'll move on from God of War. Long story short, God of War Laufey looks like it's gonna be pretty good.
And if you don't,
but if you don't, if you're on that side of the boat where you want every game to be like Stellar Blade, and just be fan service for the sake of being fan service, like Stellar Blade's awesome. I play it for the combat because that game's awesome.
Well, I mean, I play Kingdom Hearts for the combat.
Have you played Stellar Blade?
No.
I highly recommend it. It's very good.
Well,
You'd probably like it. It's on. If you've got PlayStation Plus, you can download it right now. I think it's part of the catalog.
Is the catalog still there?
Yeah.
Oh wait, but isn't it the extra?
Might be extra. I'm not sure.
I'm a broke bitch.
I don't know. I don't pay for it. My brother does. So
I was supposed to get a new camera, but I'm a broke bitch.
New microphone.
Camera. God,
why am I saying camera, dude? You want to buy a new camera? It's gonna be like $400-$500. But
I mean, unless I get like a $99, like a little cheaper.
It's a little like flash camera, like one of those disposable ones.
It's like that fucking dumbass low resolution SpongeBob dancing. It's like, hey, what's up, guys? Like,
all right. Well, let's move on to our next topic here.
Oh shit.
Are the console wars back?
Maybe.
I think that they're starting to become back. It's
yes
so
no.
It kind of started to change last year, right? And we saw it with Xbox's showcase this year as well, where the console wars are starting to kind of become more of a thing again, where PlayStation pulled out of doing, games
for PC.
Yeah. Xbox pulled out of doing games for PlayStation, and it's kind of just like, but it's still weird. The way that they word it is very strange, because if Xbox says a game is an Xbox console exclusive, you can still play it on PC. Because it's Xbox is a Microsoft-owned company, so they're still going to release it on Steam and on PC. You just can't buy it. The only actual console you can play a game on, if it's an Xbox console exclusive, is Xbox. That's what they mean by that. And obviously PlayStation pulling out of doing PCs because it's hurting their sales. I don't think it's hurting. They say that it's hurting their unit sales for their PlayStations, their actual console sales. I don't think that's what's hurting your console sales. I think what's hurting your fucking console sales is the fact that
fucking chuckle nuts.
Well, it's the fact that a fucking PlayStation costs almost the same price as a fucking computer now. It's close to $1,000. It's like $900 for a PlayStation 5. Not even a Pro.
It's not only that, it's also the fact that you guys are just showing your cards and being one of the most unfriendly fucking consumer. It feels like the most friendly consumer fucking company right now is Nintendo.
Which is wild.
And that's wild because
they don't care either.
they'll hunt you down for owning like Mario merch that they sell. They'll send their lawyers after you. Like they'll be like, you bought that?
That's so true.
You're wearing Mario, bro?
You visited the Nintendo store. You went to the Nintendo store in New York City. Arrest that man.
Literally. Release the hounds.
They're terrible, but fuck, Sony's bad right now, man.
Yeah, I don't get it from. I mean, like, I know, like, for us, it remains unaffected. I still think it's a bad consumer move all around, but like, from with them doing the fucking no disc shit, I was actually making a joke about this with my wife earlier, but I was like, yo, first they're taking away discs, and they have that new patent for the buttonless controller, and I'm like,
that's stupid.
Next, they're taking away our buttons.
I've seen that. I'm like,
so
what
dumb,
the fuck is that?
Eventually, they're just gonna take our souls.
If I wanted a touchpad, I would have bought the Steam controller, and I didn't want the fucking Steam controller because I didn't want a touchpad.
I don't get it.
But the Steam Deck too. They're trying to throw their not the Steam Deck. No, not the Steam Deck. The Steam
box, whatever.
The Steam Engine or something like that, or what the fuck is it called?
I don't know.
The Square box, the Xbox of a Steam.
The console Steam.
The console Steam that just came out, which is also close to $1,200 or something like that.
What a joke!
Yeah,
just buy a fucking PC at that.
Yeah,
point.
like why?
An easier one at that price.
Yeah, you can get a better one for that price.
Like easily a better one. Not even like
it's just, and it looks cooler too. Not just a fucking black box.
Just a little.
I don't know what Steam was thinking for that. Valve is another thing entirely. Right? Because they're cool. Because they run Steam, and they are fantastic. Like they have one of the best, if not the best,
track record when it comes to games.
Well, gaming platform for PlayStation. Yeah. That's the best, or for PC,
for PlayStation.
Not for PlayStation. I wish
they created the PS4.
But for PC, that is the best platform for gaming on PC. Is Steam, hands down. But then again,
we really trust in Epic Games.
You run into the same issue that you do with PlayStation, with Steam, where it's just like, hey, Valve, can you please make Half-Life 3? And they're like, go fuck yourself. We're going to make the Steam fucking console.
Honestly, really, Valve, can you just make anything at this point?
Yeah, what's the last game Valve made? Half-Life Alyx?
Fuck if I know, probably.
Which was a VR game?
Yeah, which is like cool, and it connects to Half-Life, but like, how many people are really playing it? Because how many people have a one VR and a machine powerful enough to play it on? Which is a really, especially at that time, huge barrier to entry.
Yeah, one, you have to have a PC powerful enough. Two, you have to fucking have another $500 piece of equipment. Actually, no, the Oculus at that time was like $800. Yeah, it's just like holy fuck, dude.
And the controllers were separate too, right?
No, they came with it, but it was still expensive. Now you can get a wireless Oculus now for like $300.
Yeah,
which is still expensive.
Back when that game came out, it was not cheap.
Yeah, when they first came out, when VR first came out, I was just like, oh, dude, what, $1,000 for a fucking VR headset? You kidding me? Absolutely not. And then when PlayStation threw their VR into the fucking ring, and it's just like, what do you like? No, that's also another $400 for that for the PlayStation 1. And I'm like, no.
I mean, I've considered getting it on the days of play sale that they have, because it's only like $250.
But what are you gonna play on it? Like, are you really gonna drop your money on VR games? That's what you're like. No. That's the thing. Like, I'm not gonna buy a VR
if I had extendable
and then buy shitty ass fucking VR games for it.
I would say because there's only like 3 VR games that are like
actually decent. Yeah, like reportedly decent.
I will defend Super Hot with my life though.
I've played Super Hot. It's pretty good.
So much fun. I will play that.
Yeah, I'll play that. And Beat Saber is also good.
Oh yeah, Beat Saber. I mean, I know it's just kind of like a mess around game, but Sword and Sorcery is always a grand old time.
But like in terms of like VR, like if anything, I'm gonna be like, okay, you can.
I want a game that like immerses me in VR. Yeah, there really hasn't been a game that does that.
No, because it's like unless you're getting a fucking SAO level kind of VR headset, where you're like actually being transported into the fucking game. You're getting comatose and you're actually in game. Or like even something like Shangri-La Frontier, where it's similar, or even Ready Player One, and you have like a fucking trackpad that you can actually like do anything. If once it becomes that, then I'm down. But like until then, I'm like absolutely not.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want SAO in real life. Actually, fuck
SAO. No, Ready Player One maybe.
I don't know about that either, dude.
Yeah, the world's pretty shitty, but you know.
Well, because if you cross the people who run the fucking game, they'll bomb your house.
If you cross them, but if you're just playing the game, who cares?
Bro, if I win a race and one of them's in there, they're gonna fucking be like, airstrike the wedding.
yeah, fuck that guy. All right, so I think there is a chance. I think they're trying to bring the console wars back. I don't know.
I 100% think too. Well, because I also think, and let's be real, as much as I love my PlayStation and stuff, as much as I don't like the decisions and stuff, what the fuck is there to play on it? What is the reason to run out to your local GameStop, Walmart, Target, fucking buy it with Kohl's cash, whatever?
For Xbox as well.
But that's what I mean. So that's why I think they're making this push to do like console exclusives again.
I'll tell you right now, the only games that I would buy and do buy on my PlayStation are single player games.
Yeah.
I don't like. I'll play anything that's multiplayer. I will buy on PC, and then anything that's single player, I will buy on my PlayStation.
Even if it's a game like, let's say, like Wild or something like that, like or like World.
I would buy that on PlayStation probably.
It just so happens to be a single player game that also has a co-op aspect to it. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's not like we're rushing out to buy like, Final Fantasy 14 on the fucking PlayStation.
Yeah, no, that's just kind of like a benefit.
You really want to do that?
That's
Does
just
that sound fun?
That's kind of like a benefit of like, I have
Life 14 on consoles sucks
it's
ass.
it's
I hate it.
doable.
That's a word.
It's doable.
That's a word. That is a bold choice of word.
It is doable, but it's not exactly good.
No. It's like trying to play Smash Brothers with a fucking broken piece of spaghetti that's half wet.
If you want it to be like manageable, especially with how many abilities and shit there are in it, you have to have like 15 different shortcuts on your 12-button controller.
It's great. It's great. Just play it. What does Todd Howard say? It works. It just works.
It works.
It just
does.
works.
It definitely does work, but it is not.
Oh my god!
It's not the smoothest. That's for sure.
Maybe one day I'll give it a shot on PC when I have more cash.
It's much better on PC.
Much better.
It is much better on PC. What on console, PlayStation.
Man, bro,
what you could do, you could actually even play it on your PlayStation, but just plug in a mouse and keyboard.
Fuck that shit. I want to play that shit authentic right on my laptop.
If your laptop can't run it, your PlayStation will run it better.
I think it'll be able to run 14.
Maybe. Yeah. Probably.
I don't think this is gonna be like some Destiny 2 Beyond Light bullshit where it's just like
and that's surprising because Destiny, you can run Destiny on a fucking potato too.
Well, because I don't know, man.
That's not that super heavy. It's not a crazy and intense game.
Maybe I just have to re-optimize my settings for when Beyond Light came out. But like, I don't know. I thought it ran pretty good before, and then it just. Anytime I went to Europa, it was just like...
Could be the weather, the dynamic weather there.
That's probably what it was.
Which is only on Europa, too. It's like, what the fuck?
So, like, literally, it's like, if you want stasis, fuck you.
Get fucked.
enjoy, like, Nintendo 64 levels of frames, bitch.
Yeah. But long story short, I think the console wars they're trying to make them come back.
Yeah, but I need if any, I know this shit's just starting out, but if any executives from PlayStation or Xbox are fucking listening to this shit, like whenever, wherever, you gotta make some good shit that makes people wanna buy your shit. Best launch in gaming history.
Fuck it, just bring the classics back. Who fucking just make a new like Gears of War? Like Gears of War E-Day looks great.
Yeah, but like what I mean, this is what I was about to say, dude. Is like, and I don't mean like you have to replicate this, but like I think the best console launch in video game history is the PlayStation 2. That bitch launched with Devil May Cry, Final Fantasy, Metal Gear, like, and the list goes on and on and on. Just
I was about to be like, the 360 had a good launch, but no, it didn't. No, it didn't. It had fucking Cameo? Remember that game? Exactly. That's the game that launched with the 360.
Khakis. Well, like it's if you guys want if you want to get in the fans' good grace again, like you gotta fucking launch some actual like
games,
real shit that people want to play.
I don't want to see a fucking Last of Us remaster.
I don't want to, and you can do another God of War. You just don't play it safe. You know what I mean? Do some crazy ass shit. Like
launch it with Bloodborne 2.
I'd buy a PS6. I'd forgive Sony.
I would buy
right
one
now.
I would buy one instantaneously.
I'd drop my pants.
Like,
whoa,
I'd be like,
whoa, we can edit that out.
That's not getting edited out.
Good.
All right, let's move on to our last and final thing here. The game that we've got segment. The first time this is going to be on the show. It's a segment that we like to call Hot Takes. This week we're starting with overrated games, and it's going to be our hot takes for our most overrated. Our opinions of the most overrated games. We each chose 5. We'll each talk about one, and then we'll kind of just trade off here and there. We can have some discussions. I will try to keep this segment at least a little bit within, we'll talk probably 5 minutes each for each game that we have, that's if that even like what 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, that's 25 minutes each. That's probably way too long, but we'll try to keep it to a couple of minutes each for us, but you want to start? Did you make a list or no?
I was not able to make a list in time, but I have a few off the top of my head that I can just.
So we'll start with. I mean, mine are pretty good.
I have one, but I want to save that for the end.
Save it for the end. I'll start with mine. I think Arc Raiders is probably the most overrated game of last year.
I would actually agree with you with that one. I don't really.
I don't get the hype behind it. I've tried that game. And a lot of these games I have tried.
I understand it doesn't really try anything special either. It's just kind of your run-of-the-mill action shooter.
Yeah, I think it's a little clunky in its movement. I think its gunplay is not the smoothest.
We're also spoiled though. We're used to that buttery smooth Bungie gunplay.
But I have friends that love the gunplay and say it's super smooth, and I'm like, I don't get the hype behind it. I've never ran into and people are like, the super cinematic moments in the game, and super is crazy. It's like an Arc Raiders moment. I'm like, I've yet to have that happen.
Battlefield.
I've tried.
You'll get
and now because the game is full of a bunch of fucking pansies that don't like to do PvP. It's like I'm running around. I'm like, how is this game fun? I'm just running the map, looting it, and leaving every single round, and then running away from the bots because the bots fucking fuck you up in like 2 minutes.
That's fucked up.
It's rough. I'm like, I tried it again with my friends with an open mind, and I was like, I'll try it again. I'll download it and I'll try it again. I'm like, I still don't get why people love this game. I don't.
Yeah, I would agree with you there, but off the top of my head, I'd have to say probably one of the. Man, this is hard. Probably should have came prepared, huh?
Have more than one right now? Just have the one you have at the end?
I mean that's the one I keep circling back to, but I'm gonna save that one for the end. I would say probably one of the most overrated games that I've played in the last few years.
It doesn't even be in the last few years, just overall.
Oh, yeah, just overall.
Like mine are overall.
Breath of the Wild.
Okay, I figured yours was gonna be on. That was gonna be on one of them.
But I get it. It's cool. It's fun.
I get why people don't like it either. It's hardcore Zelda fans. I get why they don't like it.
Dude, if you remove anything Zelda from that game, it gets a 5 out of 10. It's nothing special.
I don't think it gets a 5 out of 10. It probably gets a 7.
It gets compared to Ubisoft open world slop. I'm telling you. You remove all the Zelda references out of it, it gets compared to Ubisoft open world.
No, not that bad. Maybe. I guess.
Big empty open world filled with big nothing fucking collectibles and stupid puzzles my blind dog could solve. And side quests that are poorly written.
Okay.
And terrible voice acting.
Okay. I'm trying to have a Connie argument right now.
Dude, I'm telling you, you remove all the Zelda from it, it's Ubisoft game.
I'm trying to think of what Ubisoft game even compares to it. Because even the Assassin's Creed games
I know what game compares to it. Wasn't there that Immortals of fucking Phoenix or whatever?
Oh, that game was good though.
It was a Breath of the Wild clone.
Yeah, it was. It was actually kind of better.
I'm telling you, dude. You remove Zelda from Breath of the Wild, and it becomes.
I forgot about Immortals. It literally is Zelda.
No, I'm telling you, you remove the Zelda.
It's really good too.
If you remove the Zelda from Breath of the Wild, I'll even throw Tears of the Kingdom in there too. You remove the Zelda from both of them, they literally become equivalent to Ubisoft games.
Oh, but Immortals was actually good though. I liked Immortals.
I never played it. I just know it was the Breath of the Wild clone that Ubisoft tried to make.
It was actually pretty good.
Damn.
I
had no clue.
It honestly might be a little bit. I think the writing might be better than Breath of the Wild.
I mean, I don't think many people try to defend that, but like, yeah, the writing is notoriously.
But if you have the chance and if you liked the gameplay of Breath of the Wild,
I didn't.
Okay, it's better. There's no weapon breaking.
Okay, I mean, that's something. I mean,
There's
like
no
I could go on.
It's kind of like a merge of like Assassin's Creed, where you get like different gear and shit like that. But none of it breaks. But it's just kind of like better gear throughout the game, but also with like the open world and stamina system of Breath of the Wild.
Is
puzzles. The puzzles actually are pretty tough in that game.
Well, because that was that's my biggest complaint with Breath of the Wild. Where the fuck are the dungeons? Where's my puzzles?
There's no dungeons, but
there are dungeons, but it's
I'm saying there's no dungeons in like Immortals, but there's actually like seriously difficult puzzles in that game.
Like that's what I mean though. Is like I want something to test my knowledge on the game or something like that, and like I feel like why the dungeons in Breath of the Wild didn't have big identities because honestly. You got all of your upgrades in the beginning of the game. You got your ice, your bombs, this, that, right in the beginning of the game. Which means all of the temples felt bland because you had all the tools right from the get-go to solve it.
Yeah.
If you want a great game, a great Zelda game that blends the style of, like, being able to choose where you want to go and, like, open world design, but still with the item, like, puzzle solving of the old school games, play A Link Between Worlds. I'm telling you, it's incredible.
I haven't played Link Between Worlds, but I have played Link's Awakening.
A Link Between Worlds has an item rental.
The DS one, right? Or 3DS
3DS. It has an item rental system where basically you rent an item and then after like you complete the dungeon, you can buy that item.
Interesting.
So it's literally like, oh, you want to go do the tower? Buy the bow. Oh, you want to go do the fucking tree? Buy the boomerang. Like, oh, you want to do that? So it's literally, it's an open world, but you still get the satisfaction of solving puzzles with a specific item. It blends it perfectly.
That's cool.
And they should have, honestly, that's the formula they should have ran with.
Okay, so my next one, I think this, and it's probably the most resold game in the entire world.
Can I take a guess?
You want to take a guess at what it is?
Yeah. I'm not lawyer. The most resold game.
Yeah, there's probably 15 different versions of this game.
Man, there's two games off the top of my head.
And it's not that old of a game either.
Oh, then there's definitely two I'm thinking of off the top of my head. Was it in the last decade?
Yeah, probably
15 years.
Probably, yeah. I think it came out in 2011.
Is it Skyrim or Last of Us?
It's Skyrim. Both, actually, if you want to talk about both. They're both on my list. Funnily enough, The Last of Us was actually the next one after Skyrim. So we can talk about them both right now.
Well, I guess those are the two on my list, too, because as much of an Elder Scrolls fan as I am, I think Skyrim is highly overrated as well.
I don't get it, man. Why do so many people like Skyrim?
It appeals to the normies.
What appeals to it though? Like
it's an RPG where you don't have to think about it too bad.
It's boring to me.
That's for people like us who like more in-depth ingraining, like building our characters out, like this, that, and the third. It gets very dull to us because Skyrim has a system where it's very cool for casual people, where your class is built on what you do. But the problem with that is okay, I pick up a one-handed sword in the beginning of the game and I use it for a good chunk of the game. So guess what? I'm just going to be sticking with one-handed swords for the game. Like,
I also, one of the things I like, this goes for all Bethesda games, man, I hate their fucking engine. Their engine's
it's notoriously terrible.
It's so bad. I think
terrible.
If their game, I don't get and it doesn't even seem like they've changed anything in the last 10 years. Like every game that they release still looks like garbage, and it looks like shit still. Like it still looks like they can release the game right now and be like, this is new, and then compare it to Skyrim and be like, this is old. I'd be like, they look the same.
Yep. What's that fucking meme from The Office where it's just like, they want you to tell this difference between, it's the same picture.
It's the same picture.
No, I completely agree too.
Yeah.
Because the problem is they converted a fucking 25-year-old. At the time they made the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, which was at 2004, it was already a decades-old long engine, so it was already outdated.
Skyrim looks like that game.
And Skyrim was running off of that engine.
Yes.
Just to put it, if you guys don't know how fucking lazy Bethesda is about switching game engines, this is the shit I'm talking about.
Fuck Bethesda. We'll talk about that next week.
Yeah. But, like, it's the reason why fucking game, like, Fallout 4 is probably the best I could say they can get the engine looking.
And it still looks bad.
And it doesn't compare to anything like
No,
Grant.
it still looks bad.
It's just the most appealing looking fucking Bethesda game because it doesn't look like mud. It just looks like polished mud.
Yeah. I was gonna say,
it's mud with spray paint on
it. Still does look like mud.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
No, it's just mud with fucking spray paint
Let's
on
move on to The Last of Us here.
Oh, boy.
So for reasons, I think The Last of Us, I do think it's a good game. Okay. I do think that it's got a good story to it.
Yeah.
I think its gameplay is good. I think it is not the best game ever made. And I don't think that 2013, I mean, I don't know what it was going against in 2013. I can't fucking remember, but
I don't think
when it came out on the PS3, I'm like, all I heard was The Last of Us. It's so good. The Last of Us, best game in the last 30 years. I'm like, and I played it. I'm like, it's good. It's good.
It's a good
It's definitely good. It's got a good story.
Is
and whatever.
Is it like truly great? I would say no.
I think Uncharted's are better.
Thank you. Oh my god. Finally, a man of culture. Finally.
I think the Uncharted games are better, especially 2, 3, and 4.
Oh,
maybe not 1. Maybe the first one's not
sounds a
bad.
little wonky, but like,
but
I mean, you know me, I'm weird. I really like 3. That's my favorite out of the trilogy.
I'm a 2, 4, 3, 1 guy.
4. I'm a LARPer. I know. I'm sorry,
dude. It's so good.
God.
It's so good.
I know. I gotta play. I think
it's probably like one of the best stories.
I know. I've heard nothing but great things about
really
it, and
so
I have it in my library. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do this week?
I'm gonna
play fucking Uncharted.
I've played through Uncharted 4 like 4 times,
and it has a PS5 upgrade too. So
I've played through it like 4 times. It's that good.
I love Uncharted.
I think
I might give the whole series a fucking replay. Actually,
I don't know if I can sit through one again. That's a hard playthrough.
I've only played through it like twice.
I played through it one time, and I was like, "This is rough."
I can handle my clunky.
I was like, "This it was the visuals that made it rough for me. Like it doesn't visually look great, and it was giving me a fucking headache."
Nathan Drake coming out looking like half melted Play-Doh.
Yeah, yeah, but no, I definitely think The Last of Us is overrated as hell. I think The Last of Us 2 sucked as well, but
yeah, I'm not a big fan of Last of Us 2.
I liked The Last of Us 2. I hated the ending.
But
I also I didn't know. So when you start it, I didn't know if I would like it after Joel's death, right?
Which, by the way, is
it's not a spoiler at this point.
Stupid.
It's dumb. It's dumb.
A little group of strangers. By the way, here's where we're staying. Here's the exact coordinates. Here's our guard route pattern.
It's dumb.
Oh my god!
Here's my thing. Like Joel's death is dumb. I didn't know how I'd feel about the rest of the game after that. I'd be like, it's like, this is the game. Joel's dead. Like, what the fuck do we do? I'm like, all right, so now I'm going on this mission to get my revenge and kill Abby. Doesn't fucking happen.
No.
And I'm like, what was the purpose of the last fucking...
If you kill, you're just as bad as the person.
Here's the thing. So
if
Ellie
only
becomes...
you didn't fucking kill a bunch of faceless goons the entire fucking game.
Ellie becomes so fucking unlikable in Last of Us Part 2.
Well, they purposely made the game that way.
The entirety of her section, I'm like, I can't stand Ellie. Then you play as Abby, thinking like, I'm gonna fucking hate Abby. And you play as Abby, I'm like, oh, she's the better character.
Well,
by a long shot.
They purposefully made it that way too, because if it's in subtly in the gameplay too, because it's like, if you notice, Ellie gets all the weapons that require like precision and like you need more aiming and more patience and this, that, and the third. And she also has to go up against like really unlikable enemies like other humans and dogs. That's a big one.
Yeah.
She never has a friendly interaction with a dog in Last of Us Part 2. Look it up, by the way.
But no, I agree. Abby actually has good, fun gameplay.
Yeah, and Abby gets all the sub-auto and auto weapons, and she gets to pet the dogs, and she gets to fight the infected, and like way more, and
and you actually kind of like empathize with Abby's character more and like her motives,
because she's not just written as to be a one-dimensional killing machine.
Yeah,
that's the problem with revenge.
At first, I'm just like, okay, I'm not gonna. I don't like Abby.
Well, because
she's a bitch.
Yeah, that's the
she
problem.
deserves to die. And then you play as her, and you're like, okay, Abby's actually a really fucking good character.
Yeah,
Ellie sucks. And then the whole ending of the fucking game, where the whole point of the game for Ellie's story is to get to Abby, kill Abby, and get her revenge on Abby. And Dina decides to be like, no, don't do it. If you go back and you fight her or whatever, then I'll be gone. And she's like, I'm not going to do that. And then leaves to go fight Abby. Proceeds to still not fucking kill Abby, and then expects to go back and Dina to still be there, and then Dina's gone, and so she's alone at the end of the game. I'm like, what was the purpose of this fucking game?
A bunch of needless fucking stupid drama to make it comparable to the nice Hallmark show that your grandma watched. It like that. It's needless, stupid drama.
People were mad about season 2 of Last of Us because of like Joel's death and everything like that, and how Ellie is. Man, they're gonna fucking hate the ending of that show.
Well, because I'm sorry, and this is
they're going to hate it.
This is what I was gonna say too. There is such a knife's edge you have to ride with revenge plots, because it's like you can't just. It's the reason why you end up liking Abby more than Ellie, because Ellie's just written to be wham, 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 you killed Joel, wham, wham.
But even before that, she's a bitch to Joel.
Yeah. The first
fucking so unlikable.
In the first game, it's fucking the entire time she's a fucking bitch until what, like halfway through you finally.
And then they start to bond and have that,
like, okay,
that
awesome.
father-daughter relationship. And then she finds out in the second one that
bitch.
They start the second one and that she knows that Joel lied to her and she's just being an absolute bitch to him the entire time.
And it's like, I get it.
And then Joel dies and it's like, oh, it was too late for me to say I'm sorry that I should have been a better person to you.
I get the trope
for taking care of me and caring about my life.
Yeah, I get the trope.
Fuck you, Ellie.
I get the trope of like, oh, it was. You never know when they're the last goodbye. You know what I mean? Like, that's the last thing I said to him was fucking me. Like,
and then they actually kill like all the likable characters in that game too. Like Jesse, like Jesse was awesome, and then Abby kills him.
Don't forget too about how they sent the pregnant lady into fucking frontline combat.
Dina?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That game is something else.
So dumb.
But that's not even the first one that was that. But the first one's overrated. The second one is.
The first one's overrated. We started bitching about the second one.
The second one's got a lot of issues, but that one's not overrated. That one's actually like widely hated. So, all right. So I got 2 more left on my list here. Then,
since we both pretty much agree on that one, you just rip on that.
Yeah, that works too. Yeah, we both kind of agree with Skyrim and The Last of Us. I think that I don't know, man. I don't like Death Stranding. I don't see the hype behind it. Why does everyone like a walking simulator?
Thank you.
Like, I don't get it. What makes that game so good? Why is it considered for Game of the Year whenever it comes out? The first one was up for Game of the Year. The second one was up for Game of the Year. The gameplay ain't revolutionary. It's a fucking walking simulator. The story's so confusing that I have no idea what's happening.
All I can say is there's a reason Hideo Kojima was so universally loved when he did Metal Gear Solid. But when he started doing Death Stranding, suddenly he's really split.
I don't get why his game. Like, what is
Metal Gear Solid?
Do you like Death Stranding, or are you in the same boat?
No,
it's just boring.
It's fucking stupid, meaningless fucking buzzwords thrown at your fucking face until you fucking deliver enough packages for fucking Guillermo del Toro to finally be like, "Oh, you did it."
But what makes the Game of the Year worthy?
Because
because the first one I never made it to the action-y parts of the game, which
is generic third-person shooter.
Generic third-person shooter that doesn't take place 30 hours of just walking simulator.
And also too, if you fucking get hit or whatever the fuck, you get dragged like a mile away and lose all your packages. So then you have to fucking it's so dumb.
Visually, it looks good.
Oh, well, yeah, like I'm not gonna give it shit for visually looking bad, but like like the writing of that game's bad.
I tried it. I tried to give it at least 12 hours into that game.
Yeah, I'm a Hideo Kojima
and
fan too.
I could
love
not.
Metal Gear Solid.
After 12 hours, I'm like, I'm just bored. I'm sick of falling down a fucking mountain because I lost balance.
Yeah,
and I'm just delivering my. It's literally all it is just left trigger, right trigger, left trigger, right trigger, the entire fucking time.
It's so
boring, man.
So bad.
It's visually great, but the rest of the game sucks. And I think it's so overhyped. It's not even like I can't even. I won't even take an argument that it's good. It's just boring and not fun, and I don't know.
All right, so my second to last pick, I guess.
You have another one, okay?
I do. I did. I was thinking about this one because it just came into my head, but I remember having this conversation a while ago. But I think, as much as I love them, I do think Dark Souls is overrated.
Which one?
Yes,
all of them.
A little bit.
We kind of briefly touched on that last week.
A little bit. So in particular,
I think they're over. Not overrated, but they're over.
Well, so
the difficulty is overhyped.
Actually, in particular, I think Elden Ring in particular is actually. I think it's way overhyped.
I can agree in some elements.
I think
that the open world aspect of it does make it overhyped, but I think that
also feels very much like a Ubisoft style open world to me.
But I do think that all of the bosses in that game are fantastic.
I mean, some of them are. I'll agree, some of them are, but
most of the main bosses are good.
But I'll still stand by, I think Melania is the biggest fucking piece of dog shit ever.
But she's bullshit for sure, yeah.
Stupid fucking... That game's a whole roller coaster of difficulty and shit. I think the open world was a bad...
For no reason. Whose video was it? Was it Donkey's video?
Mm-hmm.
Where he's just like, this game has a difficulty scaling problem because no matter how much health you have... How many points?
2/3 for your.
You can get pretty much almost one shot by every single boss.
He got hate for that.
But did you know that? Did he really?
Yeah.
But it's accurate.
That's what I mean, though. By fucking that game is fucking over.
It is very accurate. You can. Doesn't matter how much health you've got. It almost feels like putting points into health is almost worthless.
Yeah, because
you're still gonna get one shot by everything.
You can point out actual flaws with that game where it's just cool. So the only way for me to get tripped up is for me to be the boss design in Elden Ring comes down to hit the boss 2 to 3 times and then dodge their 21 attack combo and then rinse and repeat.
Fair. That's fair.
That's it.
That's fair.
That's not good boss design, in my opinion. It's not.
Yeah.
I can't say because
that's a lot of Dark Souls bosses though. That's a lot of Souls bosses, FromSoft bosses are like that. A lot of them.
I mean, yeah. If I want to boil it down,
but the one Reborn.
Well, I mean that one's just.
Yeah, just rotate ROM.
Methed out Mighty Morphin Power.
ROM, you're just rotating around her and fucking smacking her butt the entire time.
Yeah, I mean, but I think it's most prevalent in Elden Ring because the bosses, they just non-stop fucking move and then they stand still for 2 fucking frames and if you don't hit that,
What about Orphan Cost?
What?
What about Orphan Cost?
I'm talking about, Orphan Cost is different.
Why is he different?
Because you have a gun.
But you still have to hit the parry timing right. If you don't hit the parry timing right, then you fucked.
Do you know how easy it is to parry in Bloodborne?
The timing window is tough. But once you get it, I know it's easy, but you have to get that timing window.
We got to replay Bloodborne. I can show you a thing or two. I could literally parry that whole fucking game.
I know a lot of the parry timings, but it's just costs.
It's still tough because he also moves really fast.
He's really fast.
You can get it.
And Lady Maria is pretty fast too. She's got a tough time parry timing as well.
Easy. What do you mean, bro?
I've only fought her once.
I fought her 12 times.
Yeah, I've only fought her once. But no, I agree. It can be overhyped. I do think it's still good, but
it's definitely when I mean overhyped, I don't mean it's a bad game. I should state that. I mean, unless it's Last of Us Part 2. And
and I think
partly Skyrim.
I think why
Skyrim is.
I think why the boss design is, like you said, is bad boss design is because lately a big thing with a lot of Souls-like games or even just action RPGs is like parrying is huge.
Mm-hmm.
Your camera died. Parrying is huge in games right now in boss fights. So it's just like instead of dodging, wait for your opportunity to attack, you're now a lot of boss designs recently are I actually have to engage and make sure I'm parrying properly and getting there and doing that. And then
that's why I've always said the best action RPG of all time is Kingdom Hearts 2.
Well, I think that's why I do think you'd really like Starblade. It's got a really, really fun combat system.
I'll have to give it a shot because I really need a good action RPG again.
It's good. It's not really an art.
I don't want to just keep replaying Kingdom Hearts 2 for my entire life. It's
kind of an RPG. It doesn't really have like a stat tree that you build into, but it is fun. It's good. You get like abilities and stuff like that. You do upgrade your character to allow you for like more like mod slots on Eve and stuff like that, which give you more power and shit.
Okay.
And it is very much like builds do exist in that game, and you can make a build for Eve that just destroys bosses if you want to, depending on what you're building into for that specific boss. Like some bosses are going to be more the word that I'm looking for, more
resistant to something.
Not resistant, but the opposite of resistant.
Weak.
Yeah, we'll say weak. It's not the word I'm looking for, but they're going to be more weak to like specific kinds of attacks.
Okay. Vulnerable.
Yeah, we'll say vulnerable.
Okay.
Still not the word I'm looking for, but
just coming up with every synonym.
Yeah, vulnerable.
I'll have to give Stellar Blade a shot. But do you have another game?
I have one last one, and I think it is probably the most overrated game of 2015, and it won Game of the Year.
Wait, of what?
2015.
Oh, 2015. Okay.
The Witcher 3.
Yeah.
I think that game is... I've tried... So that's a game that I've literally tried to play probably 10 times. And I couldn't make it... I forced myself to finally make it past the first hour and a half because I was bored out of my fucking mind. And I finally put around 30 hours in this game. And I'm like, dude, this game... Again, it's another game that looks very, very nice, but the fucking combat is so bad in that game.
So floaty.
It's janky. Not floaty. It's janky.
It looks.
It's clunky. It
has the looks of a AAA game. It has the writing of a AAA game. Like, you know.
Another issue I have with it too is like, why are all the best stories on the side?
That's a big issue I had with it too. Is like I can't get invested in the main story.
I don't. Yeah.
All this. If that is literally, if you want to talk about games where you get distracted with side quests, is like
The Witcher 3 is perfect.
Number one.
Yeah, because you like, what's the fucking point of playing the main story if all the better stories and the DLC is also better than the main story? Why do I care?
Literally.
But the combat's still ass, and I can't enjoy playing it.
Yeah, I can't. I never really.
And I don't know if it's like a test of time. Maybe it's just
funnily enough,
when the game came out.
Least favorite crossover in World 2.
I don't think I've ever done it because I don't care about The Witcher.
Fucking terrible.
I've heard it's bad.
The Lichen is such a terrible boss.
I heard, but like it's like I've legitimately tried to play that game. I put like I said 30 hours into it. I'm like, and I was getting myself like hyped and prepped for Crimson Desert. Went through, decided I'll force myself to play Witcher 3. And I sat down and I played it, and I'm like, it's hard to do the combat.
Yeah.
It's so bad. And I'm like, maybe it's just a test of time. In 2015, the combat, this was the standard for combat. But then I think back, I'm like, no, because the same fucking year that The Witcher 3 came out, and won Game of the Year, it was up against Bloodborne, which is fucking great. Yeah, has great combat. Bloodborne lost to The Witcher 3 because The Witcher 3 appeals to a wider audience. That's what Bloodborne lost to, though. Yeah.
Actually. Jeff Keighley, I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
That's a threat. No, I'm just kidding.
Right?
I'm just kidding.
Isn't that crazy though?
That's nuts.
Yeah. I think that's probably one of the most overrated games of all time. I don't understand why it's so good.
Well,
I don't even think its questing is that good. I think I couldn't care.
Well,
I couldn't
like you
care.
said, the side quests, the side
even-
quests
even
are
the-
fun to go through.
Even though the
because
side
of the
quests are
story.
good, it's a slog to get that through that game too.
Mhm.
Like everything is so like every dialogue sequence is spoken through so slow, and I'm like, oh my god, just
so slow.
yes, so I have to talk like this.
Now, what's that clip from the Boondocks where he's just like, I gotta pronounce the whole word,
Yeah, it's just like
like this.
Yeah, and it's just like I'm glad that I'm glad that I've actually finally put a decent amount of time into the game
I'll
to give an
probably
opinion on it.
I'll probably
More
give
than
it
just
another
like,
shot.
oh, I've tried it 15 times, only put an hour into the game, can't get past the prologue because I fucking think it's boring as hell.
Yeah.
And then finally did, and I'm like, yeah, this game's still boring as hell. What's your last one though?
Also a Game of the Year winner.
Baldur's Gate 3. No, it's not. That'll never be on this list.
No. I think Expedition over 33 is a little overrated.
I disagree.
I also come from classic JRPGs, I have seen a lot of.
I think the storytelling in that game is fantastic, dude. The first part after the first act, I was like,
beat it?
Yeah.
Okay. I loved everything up until everything turned out to be inside the painting.
Well, I kind of got that vibe.
Well, because like I
kind of got that vibe before the reveal.
It's a simulation. Why do I care?
Not a simulation.
Oh, it's a simulation. They all paint that stuff. It's all just it's make believe in the painting. Why would I care? It's not.
Well, they do go in the paintings. They don't just paint the paintings and it's not fake. Like Mayel and stuff like that. Mayel was living in the painting. Well, not a simulation.
No, I know. Yeah, it's literally a simulation.
Her body is like she doesn't have a separate body outside of the painting. Like her body is in the paintings.
Yeah, because she's a paintress. She can go inside of the painting.
That's what I'm saying.
All the people in there are fake. They're just...
Okay, who cares?
Exactly, who cares? Why would I care about the story then? Like, that's what all of my interests just dry. And maybe I'm being a cynic. Like, I'm just...
But it makes Gustav's death a little bit more like, okay, she can just bring him back.
Yeah, but she just still doesn't, as far as I'm concerned. I don't know.
No, she does, I think.
Does she?
I think so. I think he's seen briefly at the end.
No, because she brings back everyone but Gustav, if I remember. I don't know. I didn't finish it. I got to the final act and I'm like, okay. And then I literally just stopped. And it's not like I fucking was like, fuck this or anything.
Well, do you know why she painted? Did you end up hearing why she paints all those characters and stuff? If you didn't finish it?
Like, bitch, move on with your grief. It's explained in the cutscene that opens up that act. Like, just move on.
Is it really?
Yeah.
No, it's not. That's not short.
It's literally the motive of the paintress, the motive of everything that happened.
Yeah, but what about Ben Starr's character?
Yeah. How he died. Yeah, that's all revealed there.
Yeah, but it wasn't the paintress that made him.
No, it was...
it was Mayel.
No, it was the paintress.
It was Mayel.
Was it Mayel?
Yeah. It's Mayel that created him. Oh. And why he sticks to her side and why he's so gung-ho about protecting Mayel is because she created him, but she couldn't move on from her grief, not the mom. Yeah.
Still my bitch, just move on from grief.
I don't know, man. That game's great. It also has
and also too, I don't think the combat's anything special. It's just JRPG combat, but
yes, it shakes up the formula. Other than it's not my turn.
Mario and Luigi.
It's not my turn. I guess.
Mario.
Let me pick my controller back up. No, fucking Expedition 33 it's not my turn. Oh shit, I still have to stay focused.
Final Fantasy VIII, Mario and Luigi. There's a ton.
I have to dodge. I have to parry, or all my party's gonna die instantaneously.
Yeah, there's a ton of JRPGs that do that sort of stuff.
What?
Final Fantasy VIII, Mario and Luigi. Legend of Dragoon is one that also
Are the boss fights as hard as they are in Expedition 33?
Yeah.
Dude, Expedition 33 is like a soul. Their boss fights are like Souls bosses.
Well, yeah, but it's also
and their parry timing and windows dodges.
Those are back in the days where they made that shit intentionally unfair.
Like that, like the bosses in 33 are fucking incredible.
Nothing in Souls nothing in Expedition 33 will ever have gotten me as stuck as that fucking wall dragon from Final Fantasy VII. Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
I don't think that 33 is overrated. I think that most certainly deserved what it won, especially what it's going up against, too.
Oh, no. And again, when I say overrated, I don't mean bad game.
I don't think it's overrated, though.
But I think just the blind love for everything about it is just like, bro, you gotta, it's...
If a game can... So here's how I look at it, right? If a game can... And I didn't really care about it before. Like, if I have zero interest in it, but I'm trying it because apparently it's really good, I'm like, okay, I'll give it a shot.
I went in with zero expectations. Like, my brother bought it for me.
Went in with zero expectations as well. I'm like, I'll give it a shot and I'll try it. And if I can get totally immersed and, like, I just can't wait to play more of it. And I'm excited to see more of what's going on with the story. And I just want to play more of it. That is what I consider to be a fantastic game. Same thing happened with Baldur's Gate.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I really had zero interest or care to play Baldur's Gate 3.
No, see, and then from the get-go, because I played the first two Baldur's Gate games.
So I had played with Baldur's Gate 3, I had bought the early access for it.
Yeah.
Played the first act or a little bit of the first act. Completely forgot the game existed because it only had the first act in early access. 3 years later, conversation for it being for Game of the Year, and I'm like, why is Baldur's Gate 3 being talked about for Game of the Year? That game's 3 years old, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's not that good. I'm like, I don't remember it being that good when I played it. I wasn't like blown away by it, you know. But this is also like,
come to find out, it was
this is also 3 years ago, and I'm like, I'm not gonna buy it or whatever. Like, if people love it, they love it. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm scrolling through my Steam list. And I'm like, Baldur's Gate 3. I didn't buy this game. When did I buy this game? And I'm like, what was this? Was like a beta or something like that? And I'm like, install. And it's the full game. I'm like, did I buy this in early access or something? For like $30? And I'm like, oh shit. I was like, all right, well, let me try it. Fucking fell in love with the game.
Baldur's Gate 3 hooked me from the moment I picked up the controller.
Fell in love with it.
And then I went back and did another playthrough, and then I'm doing a now evil playthrough.
I'm doing a Dirge playthrough right now as well.
That one I actually have faltered a little bit on, and I'm going to restart it because I kind of lost track.
We should do a playthrough together.
Yes.
I want to. I'll show you my characters before you leave tonight.
All right. The difference that I have with Baldur's Gate 3 and Expedition 33 is I saw Baldur's Gate 3 all the way till the end, where that twist in Expedition 33 did not catch me.
I was more confused than it was anything. I was like, with Expedition 33 for me, with a twist in that, I was like, I don't really fully understand what's happening right now.
The thing I also don't understand too, and it's like this is the thing that breaks it for me, and this is also why it's why Xenoblade Chronicles kind of loses its luster once you realize that Shulk is a god and he could just do whatever he wants.
Boring. Those games.
So do I. But let's say
they're boring. What my issue with those is it's a one button click for everything.
Well, because they play like MMOs, but they're single player RPGs.
But they don't play like MMOs at all. It's literally you hold X to do everything in that game.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
I'm like, ugh, gross.
Switching between the commands,
I'm like, this game sucks.
But
dude. It's boring.
Once you realize it's like, oh, you have someone who can just warp reality around their will. Why are we fucking getting challenged by random creatures? Makes no sense. She brought back all of her friends from the dead. Why this thing's in my way?
So she kind of like wipes her own memory, essentially.
I know. It's revealed in the start of the Act 3 cutscene. I know.
Yeah, it's...
So when she gets her memories back, why can't she just look at anyone and just be like, okay, bye, and move on?
I don't know.
She just lives for the fight all of a sudden.
She wants to protect everybody, and
So protect everyone by snapping your fingers and getting rid of all the threats.
I don't know, and I
Like
can't.
but that's the thing about me. I just think way too deep.
You're overthinking it.
I got really deep into the story, but I'm sorry. If you introduce someone with godlike powers that can warp this canvas into any way they want,
You're thinking about it like I think about The Last of Us Part 2's ending. I'm just like, fuck that shit.
but that's a valid way to interpret the story, though.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna it's a really valid way, because she literally gets, oh my god, don't do it, you're just as bad as her, but even though you killed all these faceless fucking people that you didn't know their names or anything like that, and they had fucking brothers, families, and fucking whatever the fuck, but don't do her, you'll be just as bad as her if you kill her. Like, the message falls a little flat there. That's, you know what I mean? Like,
if you leave, I won't be back.
and then she comes back and she's like,
what?
oh man, she
left me. Oh no.
No shit.
God damn it.
Consequences, fuckface.
Fuck you, Ellie. You deserve it.
It's the same thing with fucking, why would I give a fuck about anything that happens in this game if it's just, oh, everything takes place in this painting? I care more about what's happening on the real world now that I know that we're inside a painting. I
just want to know how they're able to do that.
What?
I guess want to know how they're able to like create. Why is that family able to make paintings that you can just go into?
They just leave that to, they just delve into fucking, oh, my feelings is a painting. Okay.
I don't know. I liked it.
Like,
I liked it.
I will say,
I'm a simpleton. I like good games.
I will say, what's his name? SK or whatever.
Oh, SKA. Yeah, SKA.
That fucking character.
He's awesome.
Monomi.
Monomi. Oh, and what's his face too is also great. Part of the party, the big dude part of the party. It starts with an M.
Monica.
Yeah, he's also pretty good too. He's also great.
See, and that's the thing though, is like they're really lovable characters.
Yeah.
They really, like, all of them aren't bad. The only one I'd say is a little is Scion or whatever her name is. Well,
I don't remember. I don't know.
That's the only, but like even Luna or whatever.
I think I had whoever you're talking about in my party and like my lineup just because her abilities and shit were good.
I thought they were alright. They weren't anything.
I mainly had like I had Mael.
I had,
because Mael was great.
Verso.
I had Verso, Mael, Luna.
Or Lune. I'm sorry, it's Lune.
Oh yeah, Lune. That's what it is. Yeah, no. So I had Lune because she was a good healer.
Yeah.
Mael.
Magic in general.
I use her as my healer. And then I had Mael, Verso, or Gustav until Gustav dies.
Yeah.
And then I had the last girl. The other girl that you're talking about.
Jim.
But so.
Like that'd be the only character that I'd say is like,
Yeah, I can feel that. All right, so that's probably gonna do it for this week. I think.
A lot of material for this one.
Yeah, I feel like this. I don't really know how long we were going for. It probably an hour and a half, 40 minutes, probably again. 40 minutes.
We can only hope.
I hope it's not 2 hours long, but we'll see. Give me 1 second. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
All right. That's going to do it for this week's episode of the Weekly Reset. We appreciate you stopping by and taking a listen. If you guys are watching this on YouTube this week, I am going to try to have a kind of an episode description timeline kind of thing of what the categories we're doing for the week. If you guys have any suggestions and would like us to cover a topic or play some sort of game, you can leave a comment on Spotify and or YouTube. And also TikTok is going to start having clips being up on there as well. Made the first clip today.
Heck yeah. Any games, animes?
Yeah, if there's anything, and I can throw a poll up onto the Spotify and stuff, and we can start doing that. But make sure you leave us a follow on Spotify, Twitch, Twitter, X, TikTok. Did I say TikTok already? YouTube. Leave us a follow on all of those, and you guys all have a fantastic and wonderful week. We'll see you next week.